Hey guys, so I had a regular Thursday type of video in my 30 days planned, but it is 4 in the morning and I am not sleeping. And I've sort of referenced this a couple of times in the videos recently where I'm admittedly struggling with a sleep pattern, and one of my list items for changing my system is to allow myself that freedom of sleeping whenever, as long as it is quality sleep. Um, and I'm not doing this thing where when I do get tired, I get uncomfortable as possible. So I am not getting used to sleeping at that time. And then what that does is it creates this pattern of poor sleeping. And when I am sleeping, it's bad. And then when I'm not sleeping, I feel terrible. And I am doing better at this, of allowing myself to try and sleep when I'm tired, and for it to be a quality sleep with proper sleep hygiene. But I would tell you, it is hard. It is a challenge because my habit and reaction is to get uncomfortable. I don't want to I wanna, like, fight that cycling sleep pattern, and I know that 10 years ago, I used to just let it come, and I knew that it would cycle out in 2 to 3 weeks, despite it being disruptive, and I have gotten away from that. So, I don't know what kind of bigger obstacles are built into your system, what's changing the way you frame things and how you're getting over those larger things. But as we approach about halfway through the 60-day systems reset, some of us are doing this together. I just want to check in and see what kind of big things that you're noticing are still there. I think I'm going to plan out a video where I'm going to identify some of the pros and some of the cons to doing the system reset and approaching life as a system rather than a goal-oriented thing. And I will address some of that. Maybe I'll pull out my original flow chart and talk about what is still there, what I have reframed that I noticed that were relatively easy, quick fixes to adjusting to a new system. I will say overall, I haven't really thought about where I am because I've been trying to focus on consistency with the system rather than reflecting on what is beneficial. And I guess that's what the awkward thing is to admit right now, right? Is that I'm focusing on what's not working and how to make it work. And I'm not enjoying those things that I do feel are there, but I haven't identified them. So I should probably take some time to do that. But I wanted to be a little bit more authentic in identifying that it's almost halfway, and I am probably not alone in this, that I still have something that's a little bit disruptive in where I want to be at in a more functional work and life flow type of environment. And I know that and this sleep thing is quite a difficult thing for me. It's even hard for me to admit. And I know that Caleb has always been able to have a consistent sleep schedule. And it's one of those things where whenever I'm up and I'm down, I'm disrupting his. And I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be a disruption. And then that feeds into a funnel system of that inner monologue of self-worth and feeling like you're a burden and self-criticizing yourself and feeling like you can't ask or identify for help because you assume that nobody cares. And um, I will say that I'm better at getting rid of those aspects, but again, the larger issues is still persisting a little bit. So maybe I should throw it back to you guys and ask what are maybe some things that you've noticed that are big hurdles and how you're adjusting to it. Maybe I've already said that, but I'd like to, we're sharing a little bit of this process together. And if you are like me and you have some sleep issues, give me some tips on how you adjust. Or do you focus on the quality and the amount of sleep whenever you are allowed to sleep and just sort of embrace that? I would be curious to know. I'm going to wrap up this abrupt 4 a.m. schedule, but again, it's not all successes, and here's some tips on what works. Sometimes I think it's important to identify not everything is working, and you're not alone in knowing that changing your system and approach to things is difficult at times, and it is not entirely difficult, but it is something that offers components of complexity, and how we iron that out is a process in itself. It's a system in itself in a lot of ways. So let me know down below any feedback that you guys have, or maybe something that you're looking for from others, or I will definitely be down there looking to comment and offer any advice or thoughts I might have on the obstacles that you are maybe still battling in your refinement of your system. Uh, I look forward to a healthy discussion, and I think that's it. I've already referenced wrapping this up once. Let me actually do it. So remember to keep growing from where you are, and I will share more with you soon. Cheers.